Oh, Megan, I see you snort.
I heard a snort.
Alright.
It was a love story.
Here's one I prepared earlier.
Hello.
To today's lesson. In today's lesson, we're going to look at coincidences, we'll do some math, and we'll also look at love. Now I want you to rule your margins, sharpen your pencils, and let's get started. Now a few years ago, Jay here started going out with his Mrs. Amy. I could see their relationship flourishing, and wanting a relationship like that for myself, I remember saying to him, I wish I had what you have. I didn't think that a few years later that sentence would become a reality. I mean, what are the chances of me finding a red-headed Sheila from New South Wales named Amy? Coincidence? I remember the day I gave Amy my phone number. We were walking to our cars, and after work, with the holidays coming up, I thought, if I don't do it now, I'll have to wait a couple of weeks. Turns out I hit her up using a simple equation. How could she say no when the answer was so simple? AN plus BN equals ABS. In other words, if Amy was doing nothing, AN, and I was doing nothing, BN, then we should do something, ABS. I took the phone and put my number in it, hoping she would text me. She did. Over the next few weeks, I could sense a connection I've never felt before. Could it be the common cliche of opposites attracting? I mean, I'm a fan of the Canberra Raiders. She's a fan of the Newcastle Knights. I'm an avid Queenslander. She's a New South Wales lady. I like my forwards, but she prefers holders. Nevertheless, whilst the choice in footy teams leaves a lot to be desired, I could feel that we were more than just two poles being pulled together by the Earth's magnetic field, and that there was more to this attraction that was bringing us closer. More coincidences, perhaps? You tell me. Let's look at number one. If you remember my 21st video, you'll remember Mr. Dunn talking of the prophecy. Essentially, it was said that I was to wed a red-headed Sheila. Number two, we've all had those times when we'll be talking to our mate, and with the certain requirements that a lady friend must meet to be worthy. You know, much like how singers have a list of demands they must have at every show. One such demand come about when Jay and I were psyching ourselves up for OzTag one evening by watching an episode of Band of Brothers. I'd said to Jay, I love Band of Brothers, so must the lady I married. Imagine my delight the day I found out that Amy loves that too. Okay, let's move on to number three. There have been plenty of times I've desecrated classic songs by many a band whenever a karaoke bar mysteriously turns up on an excursion to the publican establishments of this fine state between the hours of 7 and midnight. But none more than Bon Jovi. Haven't we all though? Whether we're driving along in the car or just need a bit of inspiration, we can count on JBJ to deliver. Someone really needs to help me with the key change and living on a prayer. Anyways, I'd be fairly certain in assuming that we could all sing along to his 1992 Crossroads album from start to finish. You wouldn't believe he loves that album, particularly songs number 4 and 7. Like I said before, you all should know the album, so I don't need to mention the songs, but the numbers are quite significant and lead into number 4. Number 4. Every student and teacher affiliated with Ed Queensland is assigned a username for access to computers and internet. Is it odd that my login is bkirk47? Answer me this then. My favourite number has always been 8. I don't know why, it just is. I've often joked that my favourite number should have been 1, then I would have received an OP one, not 8. Imagine my surprise when I go to send an email to Amy one day and type ASIM88. Did you also notice the number plate of the car that we had today? 47 Web. Let's look at number 5. A few years ago, there was a disturbing report that the gene that makes one red-headed will die out. It is therefore our duty as redheads to future generations as someone to call red-headed rap groups, nut-ups, and ringers. You're welcome. Now, I've always been a believer of things happening for a reason. I also believe that to truly know the meaning of love, you must first not to have it. So that the day you do find your true love, you grab them, wrap them up in a little ball and stick them in your pocket and cherish them forever.
Amy, come on up here. As I just said, and from what I'm saying up there, I don't think it's coincidences that brought us together. It was in fact almost meant to be, well not almost, it is. And when I wrapped up your love, put it in with a ball and put it in my pocket, I found a little ring that you can put on the other side of your engagement ring. So I'll tell you this again, bling bling bling, as a sign of my love, forever and always. I love you very much. And can I say a big thanks to Nathan for helping me with that. It's been really good, so give him a clap too. Now we can turn on the disco ball and you can use the dance floor.